can my entire body have goosebumps for 6.5 minutes? How is that even possible? Why is that song so good? Wait, that's illegal. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Vanderhorst here, bringing you another react that I am very excited to do. This one is going to be from LoveBites. I absolutely love this band. Love is in the name, love is in the air. But this is Thunder Vengeance. I've heard a lot of hype about this song, and I'm actually really excited to be able to do this one. I hope you guys enjoy the channel so far. If you are new to the channel, please consider giving us a like and a sub, and even a comment on this video, because that goes a long way to pushing the YouTube algorithm in order to push this video in front of the right people. And yes, I really did just pull my headphone out of my ear and trying to play it off, trying to be cool, but you know how YouTube is sometimes. But if you're new to the channel, please consider giving us a like and a sub, and a comment on this video goes a long way to pushing the algorithm to put this video in front of the right people, so that way our community keeps growing larger and larger every day. I love you guys so much, I really do. And without further ado, let's go ahead and see what this video is all about. Here we go. Here we go. How can my entire body have goosebumps for 6.5 minutes? How is that even possible? Why is that song so good? That should, wait, that's illegal. Oh my God. I cannot believe. The more I go down this rabbit hole, the better it gets. Their songwriting ability is so good.
Better? What do you think?
It does not even have words to begin to describe it. It's like reading a Stephen King novel, like Christine or The Shining. They're, or like, how? How is this possible? If you could explain it to me, how somebody could be this good at songwriting, I would love to know. This has to be a combination of their classical influences with their, like, metal, because that is unlike anything I have ever heard. Ever. Ever. That's like Metallica meets Megadeth meets Black Sabbath meets a twinge of like Dragon Force. There's no likeness to this. I don't even like to describe this along any other lines because this is what's called a signature sound for the record. You hear a riff, you know, oh, instantly that's Jimi Hendrix. Oh, instantly that's, you know, Van Halen. You hear a good vocalist, you know who that is. That's called a signature sound. And by God, these ladies did it. They did it. Oh my God, there's so much about this song that I get to say. I hope y'all are ready for a quite a lengthy analytical video. So here we go. If they don't pay their lights guy and sound guy like 6 figures a year each, like these guys deserve jobs on the daily. It's insanity how good this is. It's insanity. Like, how do you compare? I've been to, I don't know, a couple dozen concerts at least, and nobody puts forth the effort that I've seen, short of a few bands, but like, I mean, do you have to have money to do this? Do you is it like a creative ingenuity that goes along with it? Like, I don't really understand why you can't, you know, periodically make leaps and bounds that are towards your goal in order to eventually come to terms and have a band like this. If you're going to be in music and you don't strive to have this kind of presence, like, you're really wasting your time. Because being a musician, being in a band, you're trying to leave a freaking legacy. Like, that's not a joke. And don't get me wrong, it's fun to play music on the weekends. We call it being a weekend warrior, I guess, but
We don't need no fancy words. I mean, we need to practice. We need to rehearse.
I'll tell you what we need. We need some paying gigs. We don't need this messing around, first one patio and then another, and that's ridiculous. We don't got no damn band!
you gotta really, like, make your intentions clear. Because there's a lot of serious musicians out there who get held back by people whose eyes are bigger than their stomach. Plain and simple. That's freaking dope. And as a visual effects artist, I'm not even sure how they would have done that other than maybe CGI on the cloth screen. That's cool. I love those Lydian chords. What a majestic sound. Like, oh my God. It sounds like chariots are descending from heaven, taking us to yonder to fight some epic battle in Valhalla. Like, my God. Goosebumps. Goosebumps from the bottom of my feet to the top of my head. Unbelievable. And I love how each of those represents the colors of the chakras. That's super cool. Blue for truth, yellow for intuition, red for like root chakra, survivability, all that kind of stuff. Green for heart chakra and love. Blue is, like I said, is the truth for your throat chakra. Then you have the indigo and violet. Indigo is your third eye. And the violet is actually your crown chakra that lets you know that you're actually in tune with the universe. Cool stuff. And if y'all didn't know, humans are actually magical beings. You can tell yourself and teach yourself to do something 1,000 times, 10,000 times, and it'll learn to do it on its own. You don't even have to think about it. It becomes like magic. So to answer my own question from earlier, how do musicians become this good? Obviously, I know the answer. It's 10,000 hours plus of doing this over and over and meticulously over and over and ironing out all the wrinkles. I don't ask for a real answer of how they do this. I'm asking rhetorically as a songwriter, how? How can you get to this level? This is incredible. Incredible. And for those of you who don't know, the right side up pentagram like that is supposed to be a good symbol. Satanism has inverted it because that's all Satan can do is invert the intention of something that's good, mock the hierarchy of God or whatever you want to call it. You know, I'm an omnistic deist. I'm not necessarily Christian. I believe in what I believe in. It doesn't matter. I love everybody, and I love the symbolism in this because they got it right. They got it right. Everything about this is absolutely wonderful. So as a beginner guitar player, that man, I cannot wait to be chugga-chugging like that, like a damn freight train. That thrash beat is incredible. So one of the marks of a good, you know, metal band, in my opinion, is those stops. Do-do, do-do, do-do. Being able to be on time. Remember that you're all supposed to be synchronized, you know, like a swim team, haha. And you just all are playing in unison. You're a unit. You are a unit.
We're supposed to be a unit.
Suck my unit.
These ladies function as a singular unit. They're like 5 digits of a hand. It's amazing, delivering you this wonderful piece of music on a silver platter. The bass just following along with what the guitars are doing, and the guitars just added in those flutters in there, and that vocalist with her voice is just so powerful. Power! You remember what I was talking about before with crowd interaction boosts morale and likability and relatability for your songs? Well, there you go. There you go. That's so cool. God, those drum rolls though, that's so good. It's so clean. You know, one of the things that I've always wondered, because I took choir for 14 years when I was going back to church with my family as a young kid or whatever, but as a vocalist, I've always wondered, how do the notes of the melody of what you're singing for the lyrics get chosen? Do you just kind of sit there and sing different tunes over and over and over again as you progress through the words, kind of finding what sounds as good as it needs to be? If you understand this concept, I would love to know more about it. As a singer-songwriter amateur myself, please teach me. Teach me. And then on top of that, having your stops all be synchronized or whatever, and then incorporating the light show into it. Oh my God. Oh my God. In filmography and videography and all that kind of stuff, there's a thing called pacing to where you're actually keeping people's attention. All right. And that is another thing that just blows me away, that these ladies just understand it all. It's taken me years to learn about film pacing and how to keep people's attention and not be boring, and how to write a proper dialogue. And then the music on top of that is so f***ing good. I'm so sorry for cussing, but it's just an emotional exclamatory for me. Like, it's so good. It's so good. I love that. God, I love that so much. Man, going up that half step makes all the difference. It makes all the difference. That's what we call a lead to. That's how you know that the next riff is coming. It's actually all that actually comes from Led Zeppelin. All right, Led Zeppelin kind of invented the lead to. It's a lead-in transition. The drummer kind of takes control. Sometimes the guitarist or the vocalist can take control. All right, this is where that riff with the audience comes into play. Da 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 ha ha da 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 ha, and then the vocalist carries it the last two measures of this riff. That is so detailed. Okay, detailed. The devil's in the details, and I can go on and on. I can go on and on forever about how good this is. And if I'm droning on, just tell me to shut up. God, I can't wait to learn this song. God. I hate to say this, but that guitarist's legs looks like she could kick somebody through a freaking wall. I love it. Yes! Yes, I am indeed ready for this freaking amazing black metal riff. Oh my God. That's so sick. That's sicker than a homeless person with AIDS. Yet again, another... Yet again, another example of why the bridge is one of the most important parts of any song. Period! That ride bell cymbal sound means that you're gonna die in the crowd. It's almost as bad as the singular China cymbal. Just wow, I can't believe how good this is on a whole. From the laser light show to their outfits and everything to how they're playing, it's just all so clean. And you can just see the practice written on their sleeves. These ladies are true masters, and I know I've probably said this about 15 damn times during this and other videos of theirs, but I just cannot go on enough and give these ladies enough credit at how good this really is. And I know all of you know out there how good this is. I feel like I'm preaching to the choir, but mother of God, this is so on a new level, and it gives me such an inspiration for my own songwriting and what the future is going to be like, because this is actually the kind of stuff that I hear in my head. And now that I'm actually learning how to document it, it really makes me hopeful for the future. It really does. I love it. Thank you all. Her vocal patterning is freaking awesome too. That's another thing that one of the record producers was telling my band, was that when we played a couple Battle of the Bands in the past, he said, vocals are designed to fit a theme. All right, you gotta have a theme, and then whether it's like triplets, da 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 da, or whether you're subdividing your pattern, da 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 da, you gotta do it. You gotta do it, because singing straightforward, man, nobody's Gregorian chant choir anymore. You gotta step it up. Those are rookie numbers. You gotta step them up, bruh. If you can view a band like this, like the individual component cars of a train that are carrying the cargo that supplies the world with this beautiful music, it's absolutely incredible to see the cogs in motion. This is so cool. Like, I can't go on enough about how much their hands must cramp, or at least must have cramped in the past, learning how to play like this, and to be able to play a multi-hour show like that is freaking an act of musical endurance unlike anything I've ever seen either. That's awesome. That's awesome. And then for the bassist to be able to play with 3 rings on, I know it took me about a year to be able to get used to a ring on my right hand, because even the slightest nuance, you can feel a shift. Like, I don't even use 2 of the same stick most of the time because this feels heavier than this or whatever. And I just constantly am changing sticks, so I understand the micro motions. Oh my God, so much power. She could launch a rocket with the thrust coming from her voice. Take us home! God, that's so good. That was so good. I'm so sorry for the extra long video this time, but this one had so much details into it. I felt I needed to do this justice! Like Batman, or hell, Superman would do. Like, to give it its fair day. Because this video was so good. Never heard this song before. 1000% discovery because of you all. Thank you all so much. You guys, this is like a shot of dopamine straight to the heart. Just Pulp Fiction, anybody? I love it. And thank you all so much for suggesting this video. I hope you actually learned something. If you did, tell me what you learned in the comments. I'd love to have a discussion with you. If you have any other further reacts about anything in the future, please put them down in the comments. I promise I go through all the comments every day when I drink my coffee. It's the first thing I do in the morning, and I make my little comment response videos. That's a new series if you guys haven't seen those yet. So I really appreciate you guys and how far you've helped push this channel and how much we grow every single day. And remember, if you're new to the channel, please consider giving us a like and a sub. Join the community. Join in on the chats. Get your comments featured on one of these videos. I love you guys. I'm a one-man army doing everything I can in order to make all these videos as good as possible, because this is just what I love to do. It's a labor of love, but it's not labor because I love to do it. I wake up and live and breathe this stuff, just like the drum streams on Saturday, every Saturday, if you catch those, okay? I love you guys. And I'm actually about to be able to upgrade my PC to where I'll be able to do drum streams twice a week. So please be on the lookout for those. It'll probably be Thursdays and Saturdays. I appreciate you all so much from the Vanderhorst family. I'll see you all next time. Bye.